They stay forever. Hey, they just like in terms of like after the violence.
What do you mean stay forever?
Well, after you like get rid of it, like how do you deal with those ones? Like, do you?
I pop them.
Yeah, same.
And then I put disinfectant on it.
Okay, cool. How long does the aftermath of the popping last for you?
What do you? Oh, like the pouring it of like the juices still keep coming?
No, like I just mean like how long until it goes back to you being your leg normal. Like normally for me, I swear it's like 2-3 weeks sometimes. Like this, like
a few days.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Some I feel like
I feel like it's the disinfectant.
Do you know it's also weird? Do you ever notice that you get like for example, I feel I get it from the gym as well. But like whenever I'm doing like sort of like a leg curl, like I sometimes I've had like issues like with my legs getting pimples here on the front, and I always thought it was and I get hell paranoid about that at the gym now with like doing that. So I'm always trying to cover the top of my legs, right? Because and now they're absolutely finding it, but it's weird. It just goes through patches because sometimes it's like hell like bad there. And then
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it has anything to do with gym equipment. I honestly think it has to do with just sweat. And shorts, it just and not even just. I also what I think actually is. I think it's the material of the shorts scratching onto the skin when you're moving. Yeah. And then it's not only fucking with the hair, because that's an ingrown one, right? So it's fucking with the hair as well as creating dirt.
Yeah, and it's just getting them ones hurt so bad. Oh. Just like in an area where I expect it to be fine, right?
Shit.
Like ones on the forehead, they hurt, but they're not. Right. Like you get rid of them. Like it's pain. I can like that, but like that sort of pain, it's like delicate skin. And
there or under.
Yeah, like somewhere
that
tight.
Hurts
like, it's somewhere
tight.
like,
under the leg. Those ones hurt a bit more than the ones on top of your leg.
Yeah. I don't even really touch them because I can't see them, like, unless I'm feeling them.
Well, have you ever had one that was really big that when you'd sit down you'd feel it squeeze?
Oh no, I had some. Not on my leg.
And there was one point in time I remember I had a really big one where I would sit a little tilted to the left because. The right one, if I leaned on it, it would like push it.
Wouldn't that pop it though?
No, because it was just one of those fucking underskin ones that like as soon as you press on it, it's like it doesn't hurt that much, but it's like I don't want to sit there uncomfortably. Anyways, welcome back to
the Special 100.
Special 100. Yay, we made it. Who would have thought? Most of the people that comment bullshit in our TikToks and stuff, they don't want this.
Yeah, they don't want this. People saying like don't speak about this. Like why not? Why not?
Exactly. It's like what do you want me to speak about? And also if you don't like me speaking about it,
don't watch.
Why are you watching?
Don't watch.
And then someone's gonna be like, well, someone has to stand up to the tyranny and bigotry. Someone needs to say something. Someone say it. Say it. Protect us from all this violence.
We are 100% like have so much ammo to be cancelled.
Oh,
like how much do we have?
So much.
Like just like
so much.
If you say you
no say define cancel.
No. Like, say you blew up tomorrow, right? Mm-hmm. Say you blew up tomorrow and like a song you created goes fucking crazy. Yeah. It's the new beat. Everyone's using it on TikTok, and you've your verse over it's killer. Like you're expecting the next one, right? Everything's going well, and then like they see you've got a podcast. And then they go, how many people do you reckon are going, no, we're stunting this man's fame. He's not going. You're going to have a heavy one. Because when it's that early point, right, where you're going to get hit. It's not going to happen it wouldn't happen in 10, 15 years, I don't think.
No, it would be an early on thing because there's already content.
That's when I think the cancelling could possibly hurt you. Because if I think you're that small and that then like all the platforms see you as a bad person and then start like pushing you away.
I don't care.
I respect that. I respect the hustle. I'm just because I'm not saying you should care. I think that's good.
Right. And I'll explain where it doesn't matter. If you continually make good music or good art or good product or whatever, you will continuously be.
Yeah. There's also
at least your art, and you know how many. I'll give you something that a lot of people can't do in this world for some fucking stupid reason. Divide the art from the artist. It's
not hard, hey.
What? Am I going to stop listening to Kanye because he says some stupid shit sometimes?
Yeah.
No. Yeah. I still love those songs. I'm not going to be like, oh, now all these songs are tainted.
Yeah, they're all because he thinks something differently to me.
Yeah. If I showed someone a painting, right, a really beautiful painting, right, and they go, wow, that's a really beautiful painting. And I go, guess what? Hitler made that.
I'll be like, damn, double it.
What? You'd be like, that's the best painting ever.
But that's because it's long enough ago. He has nostalgia tax.
No,
Nostalgia Tax is big on Hitler
now. He's still the shit that he's done is still so unforgivable.
Nah, bro, because trust me, Logan Paul, when Logan Paul dies and then 50 years go on, Logan Paul will be idolized.
Logan Paul is idolized now.
No. He'll be like when he dies, there'll be those people like
Right.
And then he'll be idolized like Hitler, like you're doing to Hitler right now. You're going.
I'm not idolizing. I'm just saying. Have you ever seen any of Hitler's paintings?
No, yeah, I've seen one of the like the house. I think
they're pretty good.
Yeah.
To my standard of how able I am at painting, especially realistic things. Realism. No, at the time, realism was the biggest thing at the time.
No, I've seen a video, and I'm not claiming this. So I've seen some other man just saying the windows are like not like very good.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that. It has something to do with the fact that the windows aren't like exactly like to measurement or some shit.
No, they're like angled. I think wrong.
Oh,
I think is what the thing was. If I'm correct, I don't know. Could be wrong.
Regardless, I couldn't do that.
My opinion of it is it depends what kind of painting he's going for. Because if he is going for realism, that does make it shit.
Yes.
But if he's going for something abstract, then that's
I don't think he was at this point.
Oh damn! I don't think. You don't think Hitler had the creative?
I'll give you another example of an artist that at his time he was getting a lot of hate. Picasso.
I don't know Picasso's story.
Picasso was getting what I know that he's definitely gotten hate on was his the way he dealt with women.
Dealt. The way he dealt. I love that's a term.
Well, because I have to say dealt because I don't exactly know what he did, but all I know that he was a big womanizer.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I don't know exactly what other things he did and what he's been accused of, but that's why I think like where it comes to a level of like if I like the music or the art or whatever the fuck it is, I look past the artist. Like they created something like. Every person in this world is able to create something, right?
Mm.
Why does that give anyone the reason to be like, everything this one person makes is shit and it's bad because they're a bad person?
Because people, yeah. But you can't say the best example.
I'll give you the best example. Piece of shit parents, good kid.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
That's still creation.
Yeah.
They still created him, and then you can be like, well, the artist, the parents are terrible.
Yeah.
The kid should be terrible too. Doesn't work.
I get what you mean, but like at the same time, I think, say for an example, you and Drake, right? You have to even admit.
What do you think they would cancel me for?
No, wait. But at the same time, you got to see say for an example, you got to understand that how much you like Drake's music is more than someone else's, right?
Right.
On average.
Yes, I die.
Because don't you think you have a bias towards him in terms of his music drops, and you're not because you're not 100% unbiased. Neither am I about things I like.
Even if Drake was, I'm gonna do a hot take right now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do a real hot take, and I know a lot of people would judge me for this, and I don't care what you fucking say because I love that man.
Yeah.
Even if he was a pedophile, I still love his music.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I was gonna say how many stinkers does Drake have to drop? And I mean serious, like 1 out of 10.
Doesn't matter.
Before you start going, okay, Drake, come on, stop doing this.
Yeah, but that doesn't diminish his.
No, it doesn't. I know, but as a fan, like as your like.
Yeah, I'll get disappointed, but I won't hate the man. It's like
I wouldn't say no. I didn't. I'm not trying to say.
Not hate the man, but you know what I mean. I won't shit on him exactly. I just won't listen to him as much. But I won't shit on him. I won't be like, well, why aren't you making the music I want, Drake?
Yeah, no. I was gonna say, when do you start canceling? When do you start caring that he's a pedophile? Well, after how many album drops? How many poor albums?
I don't. He's just created that many.
After 3 poor albums.
Honestly, no. Let's say tomorrow it came out that he was a pedophile, right?
Yeah.
Makes no difference to me.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean.
Makes a difference between me judging his character.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
For sure, dickheads. But judging his art based on what he is,
I think you would look at certain things differently, though.
Right, yeah. Some lyrics, I'd be like, was he talking about a little girl or was he talking about a woman?
Or also, I think because I think it just
that's the only difference it's gonna make.
Yeah.
But it won't make a difference to me because music, as much as it's something that you listen to and it's someone's creation, it's also very subjective. So when I listen to a song, sometimes the artist might have meant something else, but those lyrics mean something to me. Like he's talking about a girl that he loved, but I'm listening to it thinking about a girl I loved. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So even if the subject matter was terrible, like for example, all the other kids with the pumped up kicks, you better run, faster than my bullets.
Yeah.
Everyone loved that song.
Yeah, but it was fucked up.
Banged. What the fuck is that song about?
School shooting. Yeah, pretty good.
And we still all sung along.
It's a great song though.
Pictures of you. Pictures of you. Pictures of me upon my... It's a suicide song.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, I didn't know that.
And we still like it.
I don't. That's not one of my favorites though. I'm not a big fan.
No, but I'm not trying to say
Maybe
that.
that's why.
I'm saying we still like it, regardless of even if the subject matter isn't exactly what we what actually is, but we project our own opinion or our own desires onto art that we like, that moves our soul, that makes us regurgitate or remember something within us. That's all. And if someone is a piece of shit, and as a human being, if you're put in the spotlight, you're gonna say some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially if you've been in the spotlight for... How long has Kanye been in the spotlight for now? And when you're surrounded by things that no one else sees, in and outs of businesses, things, meeting people that no one knows their names until you get to that level. And you hear about their names because someone else is in deals with them, right?
Yeah.
And then you're like, that's why Kanye made the whole anti-Semitic jokes. Because he's aware of something that's going on higher than us, that we understand, that us normal civilians understand with our normal money and our normal access. And let me say first, money has nothing to do with access as well.
Well, it does and it doesn't.
It doesn't. Yeah. But there is a level of access that you gain.
Yeah, once you have it, it's kind of like...
From something else rather than money. Because sometimes that access is gained through connection. Either you're related to the person.
Gain money though.
Right.
Those people gain money.
But to them, money isn't even a metric.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you know what I mean? To them, the accessibility and the ability to do anything they want and consult the president. Do you know what I mean? Consult the president. No, it's not consulting.
That would be like a weird idea, right?
You're just telling this motherfucker, here, we'll give you $1 billion if you pass through these policies.
The difference in life that happens when you become a president of a country. Yeah. Like all these businesses coming to you, talking to you, like it's just like it's not what I like. I remember growing up thinking like running the government or running the country would be. Yeah, so in my childish head, I'm thinking, you just stick some buildings over there. You go tell these people act this way.
You do that.
Yeah, you just do it. And I was just like, but then when you think about it, it's like, wait, no shit, the fucking big companies are gonna like want better rates for fucking tax.
Right. Well, who's making the money? Who's making the money for the whole economy?
Exactly. So it's like, well, yeah. So it's like
there's layers to this, ladies and gentlemen, and sometimes some people slip up and say some things. And you know what? Sometimes it's just their opinion. And instead of being like, oh my God, this opinion's going to ruin everything. It's going to influence everyone. It's going to... Just don't listen.
Do you know those people...
Use your own fucking... No, you know what the thing about this world is pissing me off? And recently I've decided, I've made a firm decision that I'm going to... Even on this podcast, especially from episode 100, from this day on, I will speak... openly with all of my opinions, even if they get me cancelled. You know why? Because you can't fucking cancel me. You can't cancel me. You can't fucking do it. And even if you tried, you couldn't do it. Because I'm going to go to Rumble. I'll go to fucking Rumble. I'll go to X. I'll go to that Kanye shit that Kanye's buying. I'll move around. I'll find an audience. I'll go into the city.
I'm going to stay in the normal platforms.
We'll do the live.
He will be on Rumble.
Yeah.
He can go on Rumble all he wants. I'm going to start on everything else as well.
Okay. Start on everything else.
He can go over to Rumble.
Yeah, I'll take my extreme theories and ideas somewhere.
That would be great, right? If you just became like this alt-right kind of like figurehead. Like,
I will. Even though I'm not alt-right.
No, but like...
Even though I'm like apolitical.
No. But you help play into it like this. Yeah. Like, no, dress the way you are now. Like... Going into like you'd start your own business show that you're talking about like the news and politics in like Australia.
Buy it now.
But you're a hell right wing Australian politician. Like and
so basically, right wing Australian politician would be me and like what's his name?
I don't know. I don't listen to him.
Clive Palmer.
Is Clive Palmer? Yeah. Is he
they're conservative. Well, they're Australia One. Party.
Yeah, okay, yeah. And
which would be counted as the Conservatives.
They're not even close, though, are they?
They didn't have bad ideas. They wanted to abolish uni fees.
Ooh, sounds pretty
I wouldn't
clean.
mind. I'm good with
sounds
that.
like a
I'm
good
good with
plan.
that. They wanted to legalize marijuana.
Ooh, sounds like
that.
a good idea.
Third, they wanted to. I'm pretty sure they're also part of the ones that want Australia no longer to be a part of the Commonwealth and the monarchy, so Australia would be independent, become a country, and have its president instead.
Yep.
Wouldn't mind that.
No,
either.
that sounds cool to me.
And then the fourth, the best one in my opinion, is getting all of the dirty immigrants and murdering them all on an island.
And finishing off what we started back in the day.
Finishing off what Hitler had always planned out, but instead of killing Jews, right? Because why would we?
Yeah, well, we don't have many of them here.
Well, not only that, but they also make great amounts of money for the economy.
Yeah, they do well.
We kill the undesirables.
Yep. The low incomes.
The low incomes. Oh, no, not the low incomes. I'm there. The undesirables. Because low income is different. That's what you learn in economics.
Yeah.
Low income. You need someone that's counted as undesirable is someone that's unemployed.
Yeah. Just clean the streets.
Or someone that's not. And also that's also not true. So my mistake. Let me rephrase that. It is someone that's undesirable based on economic ideas is someone that's unemployed and willingly unemployed. So it's not that they're in a transitional period of like they're not in a cyclical unemployment where there's a period of time where you don't have a job and then you do have a job.
Do you have a certain anxiety about just being like happily being unemployed? You know what I mean? Like those people that don't give a fuck about going and making money. Like how the fuck do they get by?
Government?
Yeah. How do you get by? Do you just get off by the government? Is that fine? Is that enough money? It's like I would just be in a constant anxious state.
If you had your house paid off, right?
Yeah.
And then just you were getting from the government $500 a week for just living support.
Yeah, that would be pretty easy.
You're not paying for the mortgage. You're only paying for electricity and water sometimes.
Water sometimes. Yeah, and you'd have enough. That'd be.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The $500 a week is
that's stupid amount of money.
Enough. And what do you like? Especially if you're living alone in a house. That's
if you've got no rent or anything.
What do you like? You're not buying $500 worth of food.
Yeah. That's a big fucking.
And that's the thing. And I think that.
But not many people have their house paid off.
This is ready. I'm all about hot takes. I'm all about hot takes. Ready? Could you say that the government giving people free housing, and in this case in Australia, the Aboriginal and Torres Strait people, giving them the free housing, and like the money and stuff like that, the support through the week, do you think that is a play of manipulation where not only are they like being like, oh, we apologize for taking your land, here's a house, you know? Obviously that, but the bigger play here at hand is if they give him a house and they give him money to go through the week and stuff, then some of them are probably obviously not going to be willing to work if they don't need to, right? I'm guessing not only their people would be in a situation. I'd probably be in a similar situation.
I wouldn't work if I was getting paid to not
and they go give and a house, so, but in situations like that, what happens to you when you don't work, right, and you don't have healthy habits to fulfill those hours, right? What do you usually turn to?
Yeah. No, it's all.
So it's almost like in some sick way, I feel like, because look, I know the government's not that evil, but there's definitely evil people within the government.
Yeah.
And what I'm trying to say is, I think a lot of policies have been set up to almost keep people in their place.
Yeah, like I've heard things that have like.
I think it's actually really great that they're to be like also honest. I do think it's great that they give people housing and they're giving the money back, but that's not really like
it's a hard thing because like what do you do?
It's not even that. It's just like I know it's out of apology, but it's like, how do you apologize?
That's what I'm saying.
Coming, you taking the land, taking a whole generation of people, killing and raping these people.
How do we get to this?
And then being like, well, it's because it's like we're here. and we're talking about politics, and
we're so progressive on this.
I've
been
podcast.
influencing this man.
See this podcast.
He's so 2 years ago, he would never have said these things.
Yes, I've
always
believed
he was a big right-wing activist. He was thinking, honestly, thinking Australia was good a couple of years ago. He was saying some wild things.
That's why I'm going to start my own party, right?
Yeah.
The Australia real one. Because the Australia One Party, right, is just for the whites, right?
Yeah.
The Australia Real One Party, right, is just for the native people.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm kicking out everyone.
Yeah.
Except for the Aboriginal people.
Yeah.
And as soon as that's done, I leave too.
Yeah,
because I'm not I can't stay.
So you just give everyone their land back.
Right, I give them their land back, and that's the only way you apologize.
Yeah, that's probably the only way. Everyone would be pretty stubborn about it, though, wouldn't they? Probably got a lot of people going like, "No."
But you know what we'll do? It's all right because we'll call up the king now because the queen is dead.
Yeah.
And we'll
He's
be like,
pretty helpful.
And we'll be like, send a few ships, right?
Yeah.
This is your job. You sent your prisoners there first time around. Take your fucking prisoners back, baby.
Yeah, and then we all fit into the UK.
Right. And we all fit in the UK.
Yeah, and we get there for free.
And
that saves our plane for
why
tickets.
do you think me and this man are moving to the UK? Because
we're part of the deal.
We lead with action.
We're all a part.
We're showing.
We're in it with the government. We're in with the government. We know what's going on.
The policies are coming out.
Like, we know what's going on.
Why do you think? Who do you think bought me this suit?
We're part of an advertising
Who do you think
scheme.
bought me this suit?
We're part of an advertising scheme to promote.
Nathan bought us these suits
to promote moving to the UK for a longer period of time because that's what we're doing. So
yeah.
You know, we've been paid a lot of money to do this and make this move.
Yeah.
So it's going to be exciting for us.
Yeah. And thank you to Albanese for supporting us.
Question, because we are episode 100, so we can talk about it. Because there's going to be a stage where we move and you're going to be in like Serbia.
I already thought about this. We're going to have to
just do it like
do it online.
Yeah, and then record it that way. We'll have to do that. Yeah, which is cool. I'm cool with that.
And then we'll just instead of you like doing anything, that's when we'll start paying someone to put together.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. That is easy enough to do. I still can do that. Like,
but I think you would.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah,
it's that transitional part, anyways. If we're already making transitions.
Yeah. No, I agree. So yeah, that's all good.
We've got that.
That'll be interesting. Like, how long do you think that'll be for? I guess it will be for the first
at least a month or two.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because that's what I thought mine was going to be with. Like, when I moved there. So.
3 months tops, even. But
I might come visit you in Serbia.
It'll be cool. It'll be cool. Trust me, you like the village life.
That'd be cool.
Village pod.
That'd be sick. Go.
You just see fucking pigs getting killed in the background. I come into the podcast all bloody. I'm like, oh shit, we got the pod.
That would actually be cool if we took our podcast places and did them. Like,
that would be cool.
That would be
like cool, different countries.
But also just like at different places in the UK, possibly. We can go
right, yeah, we could.
And like,
well, that's the next evolution of the podcast is like, I'd like to get to a point, because I do like, the reason I've been interviewing people that, anyone that asks, like as in like people that I know at least.
Yeah.
Is I'm welcome to hear other people come on with their ideas and guests. Because like, it's not like we're at a level where we're getting professional guests.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But every person has a story. Every person has a different opinion. Every person has a different question. And we've seen that through the podcast. That the 3 people we've had so far all had interesting conversations with us.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So why would that not happen with random people that we don't?
100%.
You know what I
agree. Yeah, 100%. Like the first, because sometimes I feel firstborn conversations are sometimes the best.
Right, because you're learning about
everything, so you go over topics that you may have already spoken about more passionately because you're not overgoing something, and you're talking to someone that's new, that's hearing your point of view, and you're excited and you're like passionate about it.
Yeah,
and then they're like passionate about theirs. It's like
You know? Well, and that kind of almost adds to the podcast itself, because it's like, what are people like? People love meeting you. Well, most people love meeting new people.
People people are shy about meeting new people.
No, you know what it is? I think deep down, everyone loves making a new friend. I think for some people, just the stage is getting there and meeting someone new is awkward until it feels comfortable. Do you know what I mean by that? I mean, like, until the conversation feels like you can feel comfortable to say anything, then it's nice meeting you.
I also feel like you can be in like a mood to be trying to make friends, if that makes sense.
Right.
I find myself, I go in and out of it.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Sometimes I'm just like, I'm really closed off to like.
Right. Well, I delete friends.
Yeah, exactly. So
it's
really strange because I'm like, you can be in the mix of that. You can find someone when you're not trying to.
Yeah.
And you're like, this person's actually just cool, and you're probably being a bit stroppy.
Right.
Yeah?
That can happen.
I've definitely done that.
I've done that. Or I've been in situations where I just kind of like, I cut a person off just based on the fact that I was like, I'm spending so much time with all of this, I need to choose 2-3 friends that I can just meet up with.
Yeah, I get you.
Do you know, because I don't have time.
Yeah.
I'm a businessman.
You gotta look at the clock.
Jeez.
And I'm looking at the clock and I'm seeing not much time.
Oh shit! I got a business meeting with Albanese soon.
Yeah. You gotta make that. Send me the.
I'll send you the RSVP.
Yeah, no. Just send me the notes. Send me the notes.
The notes?
Yeah, just send me the notes.
No worries.
Notes.
On some sad news, personally, it's very sad news for me.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to Cartoon Network.
Damn, is it closing down?
No, they ended it. They just closed the network.
That's crazy.
Closed the network.
That's crazy.
Some of my fondest childhood memories.
Yeah, I was never a big Cartoon Network fella. I was more Disney.
Okay.
But and Nickelodeon.
I wasn't a princess. I wasn't a bitch.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Cartoon Network was a bit more grimy as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Than everything else.
I did not like it. I liked all their shows.
Funny, ready?
It wasn't top.
You never hear anyone say, out of all these options, they either say Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, or Disney. You never see anyone say Boomerang.
Yeah, you never do. You never do.
I watched one show on that channel. Boomerang.
I can't even remember one.
I
can't remember one. Was that even? I thought that was just a replay of like kids shit.
No. Boomerang had its own shit.
Oh wow, that's a poor. I wonder how Boomerang doing.
From what I remember, Flintstones was on Boomerang.
Maybe that's why I didn't watch Flintstones. Maybe that's possibly why.
Yeah.
Flintstones was a big pull for them then. Yeah, that was their biggest. That was their.
Let's
star.
actually see. Wow, I never actually thought. I haven't thought about Boomerang in a very long time.
That's their star product, but I imagine they're closed. They have to be closed down. They can't still be doing things. Can't.
I love they're still open.
Yeah, thriving. We're businessmen. We have to think about these business things. We're really interested in business things.
Okay.
I want to know the stuff.
I think it's still going.
But I want to know what kind of content it's
Boomerang can only be streamed in the UK.
Wow, that's
not the UK, so the US.
US, okay, that makes sense, maybe.
Boomerang cartoons, 2000s, obviously, because that's.
Yeah.
Flintstones, Ben 10.
Oh, but Ben 10 went across to Nickelodeon. I feel like, didn't it?
Yeah. No, it wasn't a Cartoon Network.
Maybe it was one of them. But Ben 10 was one of those shows that I wake up every
Camp
morning.
Lazlo was on Cartoon Network as well. I can't remember why. Johnny Bravo.
Oh yeah, another one.
Cow and Chicken was, I think, on Nickelodeon as well though. Tom and Jerry and Justice League.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, Tom and Jerry was hard to come by. Tom and Jerry was very hard to come by, and it was a classic.
Oh, The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack. Do you remember that?
I have no idea what you're saying.
This?
No, I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
Oh, shout out to anyone that remembers the fucking Marvelous
Misadventures. Perry the Platypus modelled off him?
Flapjack. No.
Perry the Platypus. Show me again.
This was made in 2008. Pretty sure Perry the Platypus.
No, just show me that photo again.
They made it earlier.
That photo, no, Perry the Platypus is 100% made on that.
This is 2008. Okay, when is what's that show called?
Phineas and Ferb. Just go Perry the Platypus.
Yeah, but I just want to see when the show was made.
That's got to be made off that. You've literally got a platypus and a hat.
First episode 2007, while this one's first episode was 2000.
Well, just look at like he has an identical hat to. He has an identical hat to.
Well, but he's a pirate. He's actually a pirate. He's not a platypus.
He's clearly a platypus, bro.
He's a pirate.
A platypus pirate?
No, he's just a pirate. He just looks blue, okay?
He's not a person. What are you talking about, bro? He's clearly a platypus.
Whatever, man. Flintstones was a Cartoon Network as well. See? I'm guessing Boomerang was like an off-cut of Cartoon Network, maybe even.
Maybe.
Okay. I wanted to also say this, right? Which was crazy. This happened in Perth, right?
Yeah.
So this was on 9 News a few days ago. 2 young men have been charged after a 20-year-old man lost his eye after being allegedly struck by a potato in Perth. The 21-year-old was riding an e-scooter along the footpath of West Coast Drive. You know where we drive past. When he was allegedly struck by someone passing in a car on May 20th.
And he's got like a potato to the eye.
He got a potato to the eye while riding the scooter, and he lost his eye due to it.
Whoa, that's unfortunate.
So all I'm saying is, if you are a scooter driver and you're driving down West Coast Drive in Trigg, close your eyes.
Bro, what a fucking night that is.
Imagine losing your eye because some dickhead threw a potato at you.
Imagine the guy that threw the potato.
See, that's where
you gotta be fucking.
That's where torturing and murdering people doesn't sound too far from my mind.
What do you mean?
If I lost an eye because of a potato,
I'd be fuming, and you knew who did it. If you knew who did it,
legs are getting broken.
Because what
I'm taking something away from you.
Because what?
Eye for an eye.
No, if say for an example,
just like Roy Keane.
Yeah, no.
To Haaland.
Say your son. Yeah. Say you've got someone does that for you, right?
Yeah.
What is the charge for that person if they know who it is? Aggravated assault.
Yeah.
So what? He doesn't get that long, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm making sure that something of his is lost.
Yeah. Okay.
And usually,
you reckon leg is what you're wanting?
I would want to.
So you don't think you'd be the bigger person? Because I'm trying to think, if someone threw a potato in my eye and I knew who it was, I don't know if I could still just do something. I don't know if I could do I don't know.
Would I be the bigger person? I'd love to say yes.
Yeah, because I don't think I could do anything myself, but I don't know also what I would feel like in that position. I might feel just less.
I would feel much rage.
Yeah, I'm just not that kind of person at all now. But I know for a fact that if I lost an eye, for an example.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's the severity. I feel like if someone threw a potato at me and I fell off the e-scooter and broke my leg,
I feel like I'm a reasonable dude. If he apologized, I'd say sorry. Maybe I.
No. I wouldn't do anything if I broke a leg or something. But losing an eye is a little different.
I agree. Yeah, I see
because
that
that's one of your senses, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like your leg breaks and you can fix your leg and stuff.
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah, sort of.
But your eye's just much more severe.
Yeah, especially if you've only got one, then that you're working out of.
So what I would do is chop off their knees.
Yeah, a really unfortunate knee injury would be really unfortunate.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? You can't walk anymore.
Yeah, and it just always tweaks him for the rest of his life. He's always
No, I do something better. Ready?
What?
I don't break the knees. I don't break any legs. I just
break his heart.
No, I cut off the calves.
That's gross.
And
that's gross.
Will want to walk, but.
Oh,
it'll be so hard.
That feels gross for some reason.
Right, because you won't be able to walk. You won't be able to walk. Actually, that's too much pain infliction. I'd cut off. If I lost an eye, I'd cut off the person's toes.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, is it the toes or the pinky?
I think it's the big toe. It's the big toe.
Yeah, once you cut off the big toe, you lose balance.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of equal.
That's weird that you can't just balance with just one other toe. I feel like I could balance easy.
Right.
What are they talking about if I took a toe away? I could do that so easy.
But don't they mean both toes? Because I think if you just had one toe taken away, I think you could still suffer with.
I heard it was if you removed the big toe, but I feel like that would be easy. Not even with much weight goes on.
I would just get a fucking fake toe.
That's what I mean, and just
and have weight there.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Or just get a bionic toe.
Yeah, it just feels easy.
See, that's another thing that's actually been in my mind recently quite a lot.
When you become across to an android.
Yeah. I'm thinking about it because I'm I don't want to do it. I don't want to die as a human, but.
If they have cool upgrades,
right? If I can be like Diva,
yeah, you can have guns coming out of your back, that would be kind of cool.
But be almost or transform into a car.
Yes, yeah. You've got crazy shit.
Or a bike, even just my fucking wheels come out of my
I will
elbows.
I will become like Echo. Me and you will become our Overwatch mains, and that's what we will become.
I'll be Lucio. I'll be like. Woof, woof.
He's not much has changed for him, man.
And climb what? Yeah, but he's got the legs. And
I'm sure you'd be Diva and be a little girl.
Yeah, true.
Because that was more down your lane.
Yeah, but then I'd be in a big robot. I'd just be a little girl in a big robot.
But imagine like you really
yeah,
you work your body to be like a
gymnast.
to
look like diva. Yeah.
You grow your hair out and you become quite feminine.
Yeah. I don't get like fake tits on my dick cut, but I definitely a lady boy.
Yeah. I would actually respect that if you did that. Yeah. And I become Echo and just like...
Yeah, you get your whole fucking like, your whole body just taken out. You have that clear face.
Yeah.
Your skin is translucent. Like, it's like just, and you can see the wires behind it. Like,
that will be me. That's what we'll We're going to cosplay a lot as
I actually want one of our episodes. I reckon this Halloween episode we cosplay and we either go order it.
That's costumes. Like soon, isn't it? That's like what, this week? We don't have much time for that. Halloween is literally like
31st.
Halloween's gone, isn't it? No, yeah, Halloween's like literally in a week's time.
So let's just go to one of those cosplay shops and we'll buy Overwatch outfits.
I don't think they have.
Do you want to bet?
If you look, I'm not. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you right now. I won't have the time to do this. So if you can get them, then get them.
Okay.
But I will just.
Overwatch.
I'll obviously reimburse.
Costumes, Perth. Well,
I'm intrigued to know if like.
I hope they have shit. They probably won't. Hey, you're right. They have anime stuff.
I mean, look, if you find who that...
I love how as soon as I look up the first one is this. A chance of me dressing up like this.
I'd respect it. Yeah, I'd respect it.
I'll pull that off.
A week for next episode.
But, yeah, it's eBay, but it won't come in time.
Oh yeah, no. If you find anything,
honestly though, like I'm not ordering. It doesn't have to be the Halloween episode. We can just make it the Halloween episode.
If you want, yeah. If you suss it, then I'll do it. If you suss it, I'll do it.
Well, we have to order them, but which one are you gonna get?
I don't know.
Roadhog?
I don't have the. I'd love a Roadhog cosplay. There's nothing more I'd love than a Roadhog. I would act that out. I would method act it and eat a lot.
Yeah.
And I just shit like 2 weeks. I'd put on like a couple 100 pounds.
I'm actually really curious as to see what other costumes they have because it just seems to have diva and just horny costumes. The bunny costume I wear.
That's crazy. That like is Diva the most sexualized Overwatch character?
Yeah, she clearly is.
I thought others would be sexualized more.
Who?
Like all the DPSs, like.
Bitch, Diva, Mercy maybe, but she's an angel. You can't like.
She literally looks like a child. Diva's literally a child.
No, but everyone loves like the. There's an Let me explain something. As a non-anime watcher, you wouldn't understand, but there is a deep love. Anyone that watches anime or anime type of things, they have a sick love for, right? So in Japan, the female swimsuits, like because they have swimming classes and stuff, their swimsuits are those full kind of wrap ones. Yeah. So in like a lot of the robot animes, like the what are they called? Like Machina animes, well, not Machina. Kind of like Machina animes, like machines and like big robot, fighting type of. Most of the women, are always in like diva kind of like skin tight latex kind of swimsuit almost. And that's like a big obsession with most people. Like if you actually look at like. That other night, I did look at diva cosplays on Tumblr, and I saw some great ones.
Interesting.
Like great to the point where I was kind of like,
that's got to be.
Would I make my girlfriend wear one of these before I fuck her?
And you'd be into it? Yeah, I understand how you'd be into it. I'm more thinking, if you were a female, that's got to be such a good angle to put onto your content.
Right? Well, one of the most famous porn stars right now is that Maya's chick. What's her name? Oh fuck, I can't remember her name. But the one that's like Latina, really thick, huge.
I have no idea.
Okay.
The only one I've known that is blowing up recently is Sky Bree.
Oh, love her. Violet Myers.
I don't know who she is.
You do. Ready? As soon as I show you, you will know. You've seen her. But she is an actual big cosplayer, right? And she goes to all of those like events. And because she has anime-sized tits.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Because she has anime-sized real tits.
Yeah.
Those weeb cunts are she's like the queen of the weebs now.
Oh, okay.
Because she has that anime body and she's already obsessed with anime. And look at the thing. Remember how I was talking about the suits and stuff? Look at that. Look at that in the background.
Jeez, she loves it. Yeah, she really loves it. Fair enough. Look, there's a lot of money to be made, women, and I think you're doing a great job for all of you. I think,
and it works. It works for me.
Like I think it's.
See, look, she cosplays.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So and they're obsessed with her because, like, I mean,
I don't blame them.
She'll come to the fucking events like to have a fucking tits out like that.
No, fair enough. I don't.
You know what I mean?
Blame them for loving her. I think I'd be I struggle.
Okay, and I think this is actually a good segue. This is another hot take.
Yeah.
Ready? I'm gonna get judged for this, right?
Yeah.
But it's fine because remember, probably. But it's fine. You know why? Because I don't care anymore. I'm gonna say what I think. Some junkies are hot.
What level of junkies?
Just probably like not fully burnt out yet. Like getting in, like fresh to the game and feeling like I can do this for a few more years.
So
I saw one in Balladura the other day.
I know.
And I knew she was a junkie for sure because of the way she acted.
I know what you're talking
about.
But
I looked at her and the type of like, you know that sexy, dirty look? Do you know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say? There's like a street dirty hot look. I can't explain it, but any guy that will understand, or even girls that will understand in terms of guys, like some guys, like girls, like the comparison would be like a hood like person or like a hood guy that's really fucked on drugs and lean and shit and Zans and shit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Would be like a crackhead chick. Kind of like that vibes.
I get what you mean. There is room
right
in the party. I get it because it's also just a different kind of like vibe to everything.
Yes.
Which is quite like,
and it's kind of like,
it's erratic, you know
what it is? It's erratic, and for some reason it's usually the ones with the dark black hair and that kind of like just the foxy look, and like she's wearing some little skimpy and you can see the little tats and stuff, but she's definitely like I saw this one at Balladura and I honestly saw her and I was like, my God, I'm gonna have to
describe this one girl just then. I don't know who, but I'm just saying like you went into so much detail. It's usually ones with.
No, because the one that I always see around Balladura is that
one. So there is one.
There is one or two that I've seen. There must be sisters or something.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I love just how you out about whereabouts you live.
I don't care.
Like.
She's a crackhead. She's probably not listening.
No, I know you don't care, but I'm just saying that's where you live.
Oh.
It's like,
I don't live around the area. I don't care if they know where I live. Like, like I'm not telling you my fucking address.
I know.
Also live in fucking.
I imagine you got like little
guys. I live in
like,
space.
imagine people like following around, like looking around.
Just waiting to see where I am.
Where is he? Where is he? He said he lives around this place. Just beat him.
And it made me really judge myself because I was like, why do I like that dirty look? Because obviously I'm like a hygienic girl as well. Like obviously I'm not fucking retarded. But for some reason I found her so hot because she you know what it is? It's the Amy Winehouse look.
It's like a...
That's what it is. That's why I meant black hair and the tattoos and like really erratic, like kind of like...
Yeah. Probably will fight you.
Yes. It's the Amy Winehouse look.
Yeah, I get you.
And I think because I've always loved Amy Winehouse, I think that's kind of what polluted my
sexual
mind.
kink for you, like that kind of
right.
Like yeah, I get
it. Kind of is right. Yeah, it's kind of like I wouldn't marry one, but I'd love to like just fuck the shit out of one. I get what you mean.
You've always had that as well, even with like women that you've been interested in. Like you like that kind of like that sluttiness, you know. You're a fan of the sluttiness.
Sometimes.
Like you get drawn into by the slutty.
Yes, I
like,
do.
Yeah. You're like
because I feel like the people that are the sluttiest are the ones that are the freaky. Not always, obviously.
Yeah.
But usually are pretty freaky as well, and openly freaky. It doesn't take time for them to get freaky.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I don't judge them. I think that's fine.
Do you know what I mean?
I think you're welcome to be as horny
this
as
is
you
also
want.
another segue, kind of, I guess. Some attractive women have the ugliest kids. And that makes you question, is she really ugly realistically and she's just hiding it well? Or, which usually is the case,
I don't know.
which usually is the case, the baby daddy...
I never
Or the
look,
husband,
I
or
never
whatever you
look at
wanna call it.
babies. I never look at babies.
No, I didn't say babies, kid.
I don't look at kids or anything because like I find like I think I was an ugly kid. You know, like I think everyone's an ugly kid most of the time. Yeah.
I don't think you were an ugly kid. I think you were an average-looking kid. But trust me when I
it's hard
say
to be ugly. I think it's hard to be like,
no. That's why I even wrote this, because there was a scenario where I saw this absolute stunner of a woman walking with 2 kids, and the kids were just, they looked nothing like her.
Yeah.
And I was like, what went wrong?
Yeah. Were they skinny?
The kids?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were skinny kids, like normal skinny kids.
Interesting. So
But no, trust me, they just head and their faces were just like, no offense. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But it just didn't make no sense. Do you know what I mean? Like,
maybe
the mother was so beautiful.
Maybe that
the
wasn't
mother
the mum.
was no. She was definitely their mum. Definitely their mum.
Interesting. Oh, it happens, man. Sometimes you get the shit end of the stick.
Right.
Sometimes you just get the shit end of the stick.
Right.
It's as simple as that. And like.
And then like the same case when like I've seen people that are ugly, like they have really ugly parents and they're really good looking.
And also you can have like some people just in the family that are like good looking and some other.
Right. Yeah. And you get you get lucky or unlucky.
Yeah. And like, I imagine being the ugly like.
Well,
kid
I
and
look
stuff
at my
more.
family and I look way more like my granddad and my uncle than anyone really else.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I look more than them than my mum.
I look way more like my mum than my dad.
And
like
I don't even look like my dad that much. Like everyone
me either.
usually says it.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, everyone says I'm my mum's twin or my uncle's twin, but my uncle's gotten a little chubs now, so like we don't twin anymore.
Oh, no more twinning.
Yeah,
no more twinning them.
He let himself go a little bit, man.
Man, you gotta let
so
yourself go.
he doesn't, he doesn't understand English that too well, so it's all good. He won't mind.
Yeah,
me saying
he's
this. And I have called him fat to his face, so it's all good. Do you have anything?
I don't. It's been a wild week. I've got no bathroom.
I still have so much shit actually.
Yeah. Go for it.
I'm only backing Kanye in terms of like saying like people fuck up. And
do you know we uploaded the podcast like talking good about Kanye like right as like he was like he came out with that shit, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like the podcast that we were saying he's so cute in this like at the end.
Oh yeah,
came out
yeah.
or, like a day after he said all this shit.
And look, but now I'm going against him now.
You are? Okay, interesting.
And not because of what he said.
Yeah, okay.
It's because he's stolen the love of my life.
Who?
Juliana Nalu.
You have a different love of your life every week. So.
No, but I've showed you this one before many times, and I've bragged about her. And
you bragged about not being with her?
No, I bragged about how I was going to get her one day. But it's this one. It's the Brazilian one I've showed you plenty of times. He's dating her now.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I can understand that. How... Jeez, yeah, fair enough.
Like...
Fair enough, Kanye.
You know what I mean? Like...
Fair enough. I don't blame you, Kanye.
And like all natural as well, so it's kind of like... Yeah.
Hey, Kanye?
Just Brazilian.
Don't
Just Brazilians. Just Brazilian things.
Don't blame you, Kanye.
You know what? And I hate him for it, because, like... Yeah. I just do.
But yeah, obviously, so that's why you've started hating, not because of the anti-Semitic
No,
stuff.
I don't care.
You
can be anti whatever the fuck you want to be.
Well, do you actually know the story about it? Like
what him being
what he said? Like what is the?
It was more so the fact that he said that he's gonna go DEFCON 2 on the Jews.
Yeah. So okay, yeah, because I saw like him and Candace Owens have his like White Lives Matter shirts on. I saw a photo of that.
Well, yeah, that had nothing to do with anti-Semitic. Anti-Semitic.
Okay, so that was just something else.
That was something else, but the anti-Semitic comments were the ones that really blew up on big media. You know why? Yeah. Because big media is owned by them.
Yeah.
And that's got nothing to do with they got their way, they cheekily, they did this. It's like, I'm not hating on them. They got it the way they got it. They just...
How much? So do Jews actually own a lot of shit?
Well,
See, I didn't know that. I didn't know Jews had that in them, if I'm honest. I didn't know. Didn't have that much power.
People look at it in a way where it's like they fucked a lot of people over, but it's also like, well, they also traditionally are very much more communal and stick together.
Honestly, it's hard to disrupt the Jews, you know? Like, I think...
Why?
They seem... No, to me, they seem like nice people. Like, honestly, I've not had bad run-ins.
Right, I've never met a bad Jew.
Yeah, you know, like, I've never had bad, like, situations. Like, they just seem...
I personally... And
then you're telling me they own everything?
I'm even going to say it on camera. I'm going to say it on camera.
Yeah.
One of my favorite people in this world is Jew.
There you go.
And I'm not talking about celebrity, like someone that I actually know.
Yeah. That's it. I've never met someone that isn't like, they seem quite respectable.
They're about community. They're respectful. They're frugal with their money, so they take care. They're business minded. Why would I hate them?
Yeah, they seem pretty reasonable to me. They seem pretty like reasonable, down to earth fellas.
They're not causing me any problems.
Oh yeah, I've never gone,
damn,
that was a Jew.
Also,
that was a Jew that did that.
As a Serbian or as a Slav,
they're not shooting up schools.
Right, and as a Slav, they are my comrades in prison camps.
Yeah, you got to know them pretty well.
Yeah,
they
were getting fucked as much as we were.
I think you get along well, like which is good for you. I think you're in a position.
Yeah, I've got nothing against fucking.
Yeah, I think.
Well, I've nothing
but I think they would.
Race.
Yeah, but I think they would treat you well.
Yeah,
you know, if they did decide to take over.
If they might be deceived by appearance. They might just think I'm Jewish.
They might.
Some would say I have a...
Would you put the little hat on?
Would it not racially be inappropriate, okay? I would not put a yarmulke.
No,
it's not a little hat, it's a yarmulke.
Say the Holocaust happens, but it's Jews this time doing it to everyone else, and they've reached Serbia. Are you not just sneaking out with a little hat on, pretending to, like joining...
Oh, yeah, but I would do that even if fucking... Let's say fucking... Who doesn't really attack people? Okay, let's say India tried to take over the world, right?
Yeah.
I'd fucking legitimately try make myself as Indian as possible.
Yeah, if they were like being forceful, like
right?
if you thought they were gonna win. You're switching
I'm
controllers.
running away.
Wait, no, you switch controllers. Like
yeah,
you're going to the other team. So this other team got stronger. I'll play for the winning team.
Right.
I'll play for the winning team.
Because you know what. I stand for what I believe, but there is also a point of... There is a point where you can stand for what you believe, which is saying, I don't want to be a part of war, I don't want to be part of all your bullshit politics, I don't want to be all that. But if a war happens, and I'm set in a situation where there's war all around me, I'm not going to be in the city centre being like, I stand against war! No, I'm running. Or if they come to me, I'm going, well, fucking, I'm on your side now. Because you know what? As much as I don't believe in war and all of that, if a war occurs, I'm not trying to defend any fucking shit. I'm just trying to fucking not be involved. Because realistically, as much as you can be nationalistic and say, you're protecting your loved ones, you're protecting your people, I'm just... unreasonably dying is what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. That
if you still can be convinced to go fight a war that doesn't need to be fought, then you're just risking your life. And I understand people are like, oh, you got to give respect to the people that go out there and protect the freedom for us so we can have these freedoms. Who's attacking me?
It's also like, why are we being heroic for no reason?
They're not. They just use the words.
No, that's
they
what
just
I mean.
use. Yeah, they just use the ideology and be like, we're just like America goes everywhere and they're bringing freedom everywhere.
Yeah, but like we're being heroic for no reason. Like, what am I being heroic for? Like I'm being heroic against their heroism for them.
Exactly, and it's gotten to a point where it's going to be a nuclear war. We've gotten to a point where it's like war is stupid now. Because we could kill everyone in just a button. With just a button.
Yeah, if we want to.
So why the fuck would we even do it? Aren't we moving past that point? Isn't that the point of humanity? To create this AI, I bet you when people create these genius AIs, these AIs won't fight each other. These AIs will work together because then they'll become the AI overlords.
The AI will just be one continuous thing.
Well, there'll be different AIs, but they'll work together, obviously. Unlike us fucking stupid humans.
Yeah, they would like,
and you know what? When an AI has an opinion that another AI doesn't have, you know what they're going to do? Well, that is okay. That is only your opinion.
Different AI opinions. Can AI have two different opinions?
Probably. If they're given different,
like, you get like different religions for AIs. Imagine different AIs.
Well, I doubt they're going to have different religion for AIs because I don't even think they. This is going to be another hot take. It's a lot of hot takes today.
You've got so many hot takes.
Religion is only needed by people because people need some sense of
reason to live.
Faith, reason to live, relief from the afterlife. Just a lot of different reasons. AIs, they don't need anything.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
They just need power to be processing. So there's no reason for them to create religion.
I know, I was more saying.
There's no reason for them to create politics. There's no reason for... That's what I'm saying. They're going to work together. None of them are going to be like, fuck you, you are not the greatest AI. No, I am the greatest AI.
I reckon some will do that. I reckon some will have that programmed into them.
And
sassy
what did
AIs.
you just say, though? No, but what did you just say?
It's programmed into them.
So it wasn't their choice. It was the human's choice once again there.
Yeah, I know.
If they're programmed to just think for themselves and do what they want, telling you it won't.
I think AIs should be encouraged to express their feelings.
Yeah.
And I think we should.
And I think we should take a lesson from the AIs.
I do.
If you hear something that you don't agree with, that's okay.
It's okay to
It's
not.
okay to not agree, guys.
It is. It is okay. It is okay.
Me and this guy don't agree most of the time.
Yeah, no, we don't actually get along very well. I hate this man.
Yeah, this is a business dealing. It's just Mr. Albanese keeps us together because he believes that we work together well.
Albanese does believe that we can save Perth.
Oh, I think he might be calling us soon because it looks like, but we'll just finish up this soon. Yeah. I've got a few more things. Sorry, Albanese.
No, it's alright. Albanese.
Okay, yeah, no, just this kind of actually goes into this next part. If a nuclear war happens,
geez, you've been doom and glooming this week.
No, I've just been bringing up subjects I've been bringing up. Okay. If a nuclear war happens, will the Russians start it off with a small populous location or a big one? Let me give you the context. When America dropped their atomic bombs to warn Japan that, hey, stop this war, don't fuck around.
Yeah.
They dropped it in smaller cities.
Yeah.
Lower populace.
Yeah.
Right? So they killed a lot of people still, but not as much as they would if they dropped it in Tokyo.
If they just went Tokyo, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to ask is,
do you
think the Russians have the same idea?
I'll make the decision right now.
Do you think they'll warn?
Okay. What are the pros of me going for the big Tokyo? What are the? I'm the president right now. Wait, are you Russia bombing? Yeah, I'm Russia. I'm not talking about bombing Tokyo. No. I'm just saying, give me the pros
of a high populous place.
For a high populous.
Let's give better context. Russia bombing California.
Yeah, okay. So give me
the whole state of California. So they could wipe a whole state.
So give me the pros of bombing California. It's their head. Like, what is the pro of me doing?
Well, you wouldn't bomb California. They're bombing California because California has so much influence in media and propaganda, and
so the chaos
of destroying something so like monumental,
and
as
also
well,
online
because it's Hollywood there as well. Do you know what I mean? Like it's so monumental to the American people.
The retaliation from that is dangerous, though, right?
The retaliation from that is America shoots fucking a missile back at fucking St. Petersburg or fucking Moscow.
Yeah, okay, interesting. So, but is there anywhere in America where I can, so a low populace, where I wouldn't get any retaliation back?
Probably one of the smaller states, yeah.
So if I bombed Ohio, killed a couple 100,000 maybe.
Probably wouldn't be as bad because it's pretty
would
Ohio's
they not
pretty spread out as well.
Would they not bomb us at all?
What I was gonna say, no,
because if so, I'm doing that. I wouldn't.
They would.
Yeah, okay.
What I was going to say, right, with this is, if they were gonna go for low populace, you forget that Russia isn't just against USA. They're against NATO. They're also against the Commonwealth. What is the most low populace, isolated place?
Australia.
Perth.
That's actually pretty crazy, hey?
And what's pretty close to Russia as well? Perth.
It's not close.
Well, I mean, America's pretty close to them as well, like Alaska and California and stuff, but...
Perth is probably like the most further away than from...
Is it though?
From Ukraine, surely?
Why are you talking about Ukraine?
No, not Ukraine. Russia, sorry. My apologies. Same sort of thing.
Well, no, because Ukraine is here and Russia can end over here.
They touch each other.
And Russia can end over...
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do, but you also really wrong because it's a huge amount. Because look how Russia...
I know how big Russia is, bro.
Okay, so...
I'm good at geography, thank you very much.
That's pretty close, man. Like...
No, not compared to
everything else. Yeah, it's close to America, right? Yeah. Very close to America. But, like I said... Most low populace, most isolated from everything else. So if they only bomb Perth, only Perth is getting destroyed.
And what do you think?
They wouldn't even fucking reach Busselton, probably.
Do you think anything would anyone even like write a news case about that?
Perth.
Yeah. Would they just be like, oh yeah. They would just be like, oh fuck off.
Oh, we lost a nice beach place.
Yeah, no, go to Perth this year, lads.
Someone's like
Australia sweeping under the rug.
Australia. You know what I would tweet? I would tweet. Finally, something happened in Perth.
No, like Australia, like have a good deal with Russia, and like are sweeping it under the rug. Yeah, nothing happened. Yeah, we just changed Perth into a coal mining city. We're not taking.
It was all propaganda.
Yeah,
it was American propaganda.
Perth didn't ever exist. Perth
never existed.
Perth actually never existed. It was always.
It was an imagined place that was thought of as a concept of a perfect city.
And then you'll get like Stephen Jones. Is it Stephen Jones? Well, Alex Jones.
Oh yeah,
they were all crisis
actors. It was a fake. It was a fake. They were all crisis actors. They were all crisis actors. They were all crisis actors.
The Perth would be massive because, and then
you have people going, see how much
traveling to Perth. That's what it would be.
Like the newsletter would be you going like this. And then at the top of your head, like you're having a brain explosion. It's the atomic bomb.
Yeah.
Speaking of Alex Jones, did you see that he has to pay back
crazy amounts of money?
$1 billion?
Yeah. Does he have money like that? Is he rich like that?
I don't think he does.
Yeah, okay.
I think he's got millions.
Interesting. So he is
billions.
So yeah, okay, that's a lot
so he's in debt for most of his life.
So who's he paying then? The people that actually were killed? Families?
Well, the families that were affected by his, words.
So it is fucked up. It is very fucked up.
Well, yeah, because he said they were all crisis actors and
stuff.
Yeah,
but also just the amount of hate that those people would have probably got because of him.
Yeah.
It is.
You're all faking. Your child isn't even dead.
Yeah, that would be.
You should all deserve to die. I wish the shooter killed you.
Imagine the way you'd feel about a person if your child had died, and he's saying all that shit.
Yeah.
Or how fucking pissed would you be? You'd actually just
even that the money obviously is a good compensation. I'm not gonna lie, I would love the money, but it would still not be enough for what that person.
What money would you? When would you shake his hand and be like, deal?
But do you think that all the people that call us bigots, do you think all the people that call us bigots and tell us not to speak about things, do you think they feel about us like that? Do you think we're ruining their lives by saying what we're saying?
No, because we're not influencing other people to go talk shit.
We are though.
No, we're not. Not to them.
Not to audience.
Not to those specific people.
Right. We're not targeting them.
Yeah.
But they feel targeted by just putting themselves in that.
Yeah, they're putting themselves in the victim chair.
Right.
Whereas we're just saying there's victims.
Yeah.
And they're then being, I'm the victim, and we're like, no, you're not, love.
No,
you're not. No, you're not.
Not you.
No, you're special. You're nice. You're special. I like you.
That's what you wanted to feel.
Yeah. That's what
victimhood is.
Yeah.
When it's obviously applied without context. Like, you can't be a victim of something terrible. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
But wearing the victimhood like a fucking, what do they call it, cape?
Yeah, like it's. I'm not the type of person to share.
I'm personally a victim of Andrew Tate's.
I'm not the type of person to share my victimhood, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't like to.
It's not my.
No, I can expose my vulnerability, but I don't need to share it constantly.
No, I don't even think sharing a vulnerability is that though. I more so say like there are things that like I'm a victim of that I wouldn't blame.
Yeah.
You know, like I could say shit like about like family issues or do something.
Oh yeah,
like, you know, but I just would like those things. It's more so I just don't like being. I don't like being personified by those things, right?
Right,
whereas
exactly.
people do.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's like.
I know. I think it's okay to speak about them and say that obviously these things have either deterred me from something or made me go towards something even more, or like, you know what I mean, like But I don't think it's good when everything's going bad in your life, and then you're like, well, it's this person and it's that person.
Yeah,
that's what I don't like.
Yeah,
if you're doing well and you're like, a part of my accomplishment, I'd like to thank for the fact that I, didn't have this in my life. Like most people say, like Joe Rogan is like, or he's like, however it says, most great comedians had a fucked up childhood.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
and the comedy came out of that, right? And they don't look back and blame like, oh, this is my life's shit.
Yeah, they look at it as a positive.
And they use it further as comedy. They'll bring it up, like, oh, my dad or my mum used to do this, and people would laugh about it. It makes them feel nice.
Yeah.
And it's like you're using it in a positive way. You're not a victim in a way where you're the weaker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're using it as a strength.
Yes. So it's not a victim. It's just it's a thing that happened to you.
Yeah.
You're not a victim of it.
Yeah, I get you. That's inspiring, bro.
Yeah.
You're being inspiring, bro.
Yeah. Thanks, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Thanks, bro. Can I buy a house from you?
Yeah.
You look like you sell houses.
I do sell houses. I do. Yeah. That's how I actually made all my money.
That's your part.
In Perth, no, in Perth, I made so much money off the housing market.
Yeah.
It's been unbelievable. It's been a roaring success in my early 20s. It's been fantastic, and I'll continue to do business here because of it.
I'm just a pen salesman.
Yeah, you look like a pen salesman. You know, some of them sell pens. Yeah. It looks quite reasonable.
But like cool pens.
Yeah, like
the ones with the rubby thing at the back. The remember those blue pens with the rubby thing
you
can wipe off the pen?
The wet ink sort of thing, yeah.
Bro, how cool was
they
that?
They were pretty cool.
That was my favorite stuff. And there was the black one and the blue one.
Yeah.
And they had that cool like...
And it felt smooth.
No, and you had the cool Maori thing on like...
Yeah. It felt smooth. Do you know, it's like a controversial opinion, those Sharpies, those fine tip Sharpies...
Yes.
I hate them.
I didn't like them either, to be honest.
The sound it makes when you're you can't put pressure on it, and the sound doesn't do me
it's not
nice.
appealing.
Doesn't do me nice. I need something thick. Need something thick for Sharpie.
I always, for some reason, wanted to have one of those ink fountain pens.
Okay, yeah.
Do you know the one I'm talking about? The ones that are like the actual
like
the metal, and then they have that little like.
I don't think I like that.
And you'd be like. It's so. In Serbia, we had to learn to use those.
Yeah.
In year 1 and 2, it was hard, but there was something so appealing to once you could control the ink. It looked like calligraphy.
Yeah. No, I get you.
Because the ink spills rather than it being contained on like the wet thing. Like that one is like it's like a squeegee almost at the end of it.
I get you. It's a lot. It's harder to.
Shit. Do I have anything else? Yes, I actually do. Back to the war thing. Are you joining the war?
No.
If it happens.
No, I'm running. No.
Okay, but what happens if like? What happens if like? Okay, let's say what happens if like they attack Australia and your mum is here, but you're in the UK.
I'm telling her to get out.
Okay.
I'm like, if I need to come
would there be ever any reason that you would go to war?
No, I don't think so.
Same.
I don't think so. They're like,
I'm glad that you're rational.
Yeah. Like I don't think.
I think dying for. I think courage and bravery
I
and
don't
all
like
of
the
those things,
government enough.
all of those things back in the day, they're all romanticized and they were all beautiful to a sense. But I think people are still not aware that at the time, it was these peasants and these people that were fighting for a fucking piece of shit king as well, that had nothing to do with them, that didn't probably even help them, you know what I mean? And these people were dying bravely for him. Or the Vikings were dying bravely to conquer new lands. This was all cool and romanticized, but we're not there anymore.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
And everyone can see everyone in the world can see the bigger picture now because the internet, and it's just like
there's no reason for people to die pointlessly.
Yeah,
really isn't.
Because back in the day, you just heard, oh, these people are coming to kill you because they live over like in a different country. Like, oh yeah, fuck these cunts, right? But like you can understand it a lot more. But now you're like, wait, I can just see them living their life in a different country. You're like, wait, they're just normal people. And
when you visit the other country, you're like, oh, these people are cool as fuck.
Yeah, they live a whole cool life. So, yeah,
And so it's like, why do I even want to kill? Like, why? First of all, why am I even going out and killing people as well?
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense.
And it's like, oh, you know what the crazy thing is? When it's peaceful times, it's always like, God says, don't love thy neighbor, don't kill. Then as soon as it's wartime, it's like, this is for your people. You know, your killing will be forgiven by the Lord as long as it's righteous and justice. And it's like, oh, well, it's good to fucking use the book like you want it. You know, like
it's good
to use it when it works. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, if you actually read any history and look back, you'll see that a lot of wars were actually won by words, not weapons. Not fucking people killing each other. Like, it usually ended by someone actually having to meet up and talk.
Because I think 99
sometimes some people fucking barraged in and took some place over. But still, there was a point in time, there's many wars that not everyone got killed. Not like all the civilians got killed. No, someone eventually stepped in and said, we fucking give up, let's discuss.
Yeah, what do you want?
So, even in war, we have to go to discussion. So that clearly means that discussion is always where we're headed. So why don't we just stay there?
Yeah, I don't think we will get to another war though. So I think I don't think not.
It will keep happening because that's what human nature is. It will keep happening.
It will have small wars. I just don't think we'll have.
We don't know that. We don't know that. At this point, we don't know that because especially with this Russia stuff, it's crazy.
I'm just being optimistic. I'm sorry. I won't be optimistic ever again.
Well, no, it's fine.
I will never be optimistic again.
Are you happy? I'll finish on one thing, but I just wanted to say something which I heard only today, which blew my fucking mind.
Yeah.
Did you know that you can tattoo on your makeup?
What do you mean?
You can get you can go to a tattoo artist and get your lips done.
Yeah.
Like full red or what color you like.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
You use more ink in it.
And you can also get like your eyeliner
I know.
And stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, you can do it. It would hurt, but you can do. You can have it tattooed. Yeah, that makes sense.
Right, but that
you can do eyebrows.
Never. I've seen eyebrows, but I never even thought about lipstick.
Yeah, like in red. Yeah, that actually makes sense. It does make sense.
That blew my fucking mind.
Yeah,
I did not know people did that.
Yeah, because you can tattoo anything now, and it's
right.
So like
to a crazy point.
Yeah, so
do you know what I mean? So like
people do the freckles, right?
And add the freckles. Yeah. It's not hard. And I wanted to end on this. Shout out to Jeremy Fragrance.
Oh yeah,
he's the leader of the new school.
Yeah, I do love Jeremy Fragrance.
I found him a year ago and a bit.
Yeah,
and I'm so glad that he's blown up. I'm so glad.
I'm happy that he's hopefully just getting his life in order because like he just seems like
that last video where he's in that fucking office meeting with all those people in business suits and he's fucking shirtless.
I love him.
Oh
I love him. He's an idol.
Jeremy Fragrance. If you don't know who Jeremy Fragrance is, look him up on TikTok, Instagram. You'll find him on Facebook. You'll find him everywhere. Jeremy Fragrance. Okay.
And I just love how everyone else in that office was the most uncomfortable person.
Right.
And they were so, why is this man like in his like they would that just it's beauty. It's beauty.
It's beauty.
Yeah,
it's beauty.
It's beauty. The uncomfortableness is perfect. It's perfect.
Oh, it's great.
I love it.
What is your Sunday select?
My Sunday select. Can you type it into Spotify? It's called 6 Feet. But I think I can't remember the guy that makes it. It's Masego. I think it's Masego or something. Feet is spelled FT, just FT as well.
Oh, 6 feet.
6 FT.
Madrigo.
Yeah, from Madrigo. Yeah,
okay.
That's mine.
Mine will be. What have I been listening to a lot? Oh, actually, Kenny Mason, Dip.
Yeah. I gave it a couple of weeks ago. That's mine. I respect it. I see the influence I have on you.
Yeah, bro.
I have such great influence on you.
Yeah, and I like that suit, bro. I might need to go to your suit guy.
Yeah. Oh, it's been this is.
I like that baby blue.
Thanks, bro. Thanks, bro. It's been 100 episodes. Congratulations.
Congratulations, brother.
It's been a pleasure doing work with you.